Hello, everyone, and welcome to All About That Place 2024. My name is David Ryan, and I'm going to briefly take you through field names for Irish family history research. Now, you might be wondering, well, what are field names? Most of you, I'm sure, who've done a bit of digging into your Irish ancestry would be familiar with baronies, parishes, townlands, etc. But field names probably don't come up as much, mainly because these are really the unofficial local names for fields or other local features. So it might be bridge, it might be a particular section of a river or stream. It's really something that you will not find on the official maps or records. Usually they're only passed down orally within the community, so it's something that really comes out, how do the local people refer to this area? And sometimes hills will be named for specific physical features within the field. It might be like the field of the stone or rock or wet field or maybe something to do with a specific crop that is grown there or field of the horses or something. It's really a kind of more descriptive. Then you maybe get a few names that are connected with historical events. Maybe there's kind of a local folklore of some battle that took place within the area, or a local saint who is believed to have had built a church there, or most importantly, I guess for us, for family history research, the field may be named for a specific family. And of course, a lot of these names have been passed down in both Irish and English, which can occasionally lead to a bit of confusion because the Irish name will probably be centuries old, and it's gone through it's because Chinese whispers of translation into English, and the original meaning may have gotten a bit muddled. So, what are some examples of field names? Well, I said, a lot of these will be named maybe for what sort. So, Ardnamurchan, maybe I speak, maybe this was an area where pigs were kept, or perhaps maybe like originally where a lot of wild pigs were known to roam. It could be anything, or maybe just thinking about the area, just put something, name of a pig. Caltara, old burying ground again. Maybe there was a story of some old burial ground which was associated with the area. It could be a prehistoric tomb, could have been something evil or something much more recent. Like yes, somewhere that unfortunately we don't have any surviving evidence of the actual burial ground. The Gronog Hill, the Hedgehog Hill. Maybe there's something about the hill when viewed from a distance that it looks like looks a bit like a hedgehog. A lot of trees sticky up out of it or something, looks very spiky. Scalp field, had small drains running across it, similar to when they scalped potatoes for sowing. So as far as I can tell, in Irish, this term, scalped, um, was really where there are sort of, kind of fissures in the rock that looked a bit like drainage channels. Then, of course, you had the listed truss. Best translation I can find is fort of the shrunken tree. So maybe there was an old ring fort in the field. Then, of course, there are a lot of others which maybe have much simpler names, that like the mucky field or the wet field or the marshy field, something like that, or Coatley's Field or Carty's Field. So, again, names connected with specific families. And of course, I said finding these field names can be difficult because often they're not going to be recorded on the ordnance survey maps or in grid valuation because these were the local names. These weren't really, I guess, what there'd be like official names, which were recorded on those official records. So if you want to find them, you're really going to have to look locally. So folklore and local history are the best starting places for it. Um, you can find quite a lot of local historical society journals online, or perhaps just by getting in touch with the library in that area. Were there any various folklore projects carried out in the area? Sometimes, particularly those involving school children. It's common exercise for school kids to be sent out to, gather some stories on local folklore from your parents, grandparents, and neighbours. And then more recently, there have been a number of funded projects to actually record these field names before they disappear. Fortunately, it hasn't been, as far as I can tell, it's only been in a number of counties. It hasn't necessarily, been the whole country as of yet. And like a lot of local folklore, there is a danger that these local unique names will end up disappearing as older generations pass on. Now, there are a number of useful links which you can use. I think one of the best places to start with is the Schools Collection National Folklore Collection. This was a project carried out by school children in the 1930s, where they were just sent out to gather local folklore. Westmead Field Maze project, been going on for a number of years. Just gathering, funded to gather field names in Westmead. Finishy Place Name Collection Project, part of the National Place Names Database. Again, it's focused on collecting these smaller local place names. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly how much of country they have covered because it relies on local people reporting these names. Then the Kilkenny Field Name Recording Project. So if you've ancestors from Kilkenny, this is a fantastic project to work with. And of course, there are a lot of others which probably aren't online. For example, years back, I worked on a project covering counties of Cork and Kerry. This was all done really before it was easier to digitize this stuff and put it up online. But the book containing all that information are available through the the county libraries in Cork and in Kerry. So even if something isn't online, it's worth checking with the local libraries. So thank you very much for that. This was a very, very brief introduction to the topic of field names. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on email or any of my social media channels. And I hope you enjoyed the rest of All About That Place. Thank you very much.